Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Random Name 951. I'm here bringing you another review on one of my Gundam MSIA action figures. And finally, guys, I'm getting my desk semi-cleared. So yesterday I cleaned this guy up. Took me about like 10-15 minutes on the sink. Got my toothbrush, put some soap on the toothbrush. Note, this toothbrush is not the toothbrush I use. Yes. So it's a different toothbrush than than the one I use to brush my teeth, of course. But anyway, yeah, I used a toothbrush. I put some soap on the toothbrush, watered down the figure, and then I start scrubbing on the figure. So the reason I do this is I do this with all, if not all, but most of my used figures, because I'm kind of like not germophobic, but I like to have my stuff clean. So that's just me. I'm kind of like that. But some of the figures, like for instance this GM Custom, it does have some dirtiness to it. Like for instance, you can see right here, it's like some spot right here, and I don't know, it just has a little bit of dirtiness. You can see right there on the bottom of the skirt. So this will be the next figure to clean, and I still haven't got to taking that torso apart yet. That's why I just like to clean my figures to make sure they're clean. So like when I'm handling them, I don't have to worry about germs and stuff like that. See here, doggy. And when I handle the battle scar figures, I usually don't like to I don't like to wash them, because when you wash them with soap and water, especially the American release, American release, you're going to end up getting rid of all the scarring, or at least the wash. So I try to stay away from doing that to the battle scar figures. Same with Japanese figures. If I get them used, which I hardly ever do, it's not good to wash them, because what happens is, of course, your panel lining is going to become wet, and the panel lining is going to come off. It's going to smear when you're trying to wash it, especially with soap and water. So that's what happened with my Shin Matsunaga. But I washed my Shin Matsunaga because he smelled like assy, waxy crayon. So I had to get the soap and water on him so he could be clean. But yeah, so that's just like why I wash my figures, basically for cleanliness, and I don't have to worry about when like handling them with like germs or anything. So that's that. So this review is on the Gelgoog cannon. Now I was really hyped when I got this from Adrian, and I still am. It's such an amazing figure. I love the Gelgoog, honestly. It has a really cool design to it. Gelgoog cannon, I feel like he's pretty hard to get, because again, this guy only came with the deluxe pack of the zaku, and I've been trying to get like a brand new unboxed one, and those, I missed my chance. I didn't want to get a used one at the time. Used ones were going for like 30 plus $10 shipping, which is like around $40, which is still high, but they're just so expensive right now. Like I think there's one going for like $60 including shipping, and it's on bid, so it's kind of outrageous. I do kind of want a zaku, but I really just want the Gelgoog cannon. And there's a couple Japanese up there, Japanese ones. There's no American release ones I've seen. I've seen a lot of loose American release ones, but that's about it. And yeah, I gave this guy a nice cleaning, so he's shiny at some places. Like you can see on his foot, he's kind of shiny. So it's really cool. I like the color. It kind of reminds me of the desert theme. You got this like vanilla. It's more of a banana, which I like. I don't know. It's just it's a nice yellow. I like it. This banana with this like green, olive green. That's a pretty cool figure. Mine is not complete though, but that's fine. It's at least in one piece. It's missing its backpack, which is probably like the most noticeable thing. Oh shoot, stop falling. It's missing its backpack, which goes right here, and that holds its cannon. It's also missing, I think it's a little beam sabers, or they're called beam something, beam nagatagis or something. It's not a beam saber, but it's missing like its beam weapons, and I think they attach right here or something. There's like a little thing that pops in there, and then it holds the beam nagatis or something. And yeah, so missing some things, but very cool. After some prying, because of course the American release things, everything's glued in, and I think that's because to reduce the risk of little kids choking on all these small pieces that the MSIA come in. So this was glued in, but this, when I got it, it was already taken off. And this part I actually had some trouble. I actually got this off, and this was super glued in pretty well. You can see the super glue in there. And be pretty cool if I get 2 of those grenade launcher cannons and actually put one on each arm. That'd be freaking crazy. I think I could do it with this one. Let's see here. Yeah, it fits perfect. So it'd be really cool if I could just get 2 and he'll just be like a heavy arms Gelgoog cannon. Like, it'd be crazy. Excuse me. But yeah, overall I really love this figure. Like, it looks awesome. It just reminds me of the desert theme, and he might have been, a unit sent out as a ground unit in the desert. Wouldn't doubt it. But just a very nice looking figure. I'm not going to say I don't like the Gelgoog. I just haven't taken interest as much. I remember as a kid I had a Gato's Gelgoog, and I didn't really care for it. But gotta admit, the Gelgoog has a lot to offer, and it looks really cool. Especially the Gelgoog cannon. I like the Gelgoog cannon a lot. It looks really cool. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have for him. But like I said, he comes with this. The Gelgoog cannon specifically comes with this grenade launcher, I believe it is. Then he comes with like a backpack that has like the cannon on it, and then I believe he comes with like his little beam blades or something. That's about it. Like I said, the only 2 ways you can get him is one, Zackrello American release deluxe pack, and you could get it just the figure itself, Japanese release. Japanese release, I seen them going for like minimum of $30. That includes shipping all the way up to like $55, and there's only so many on eBay right now, so it's kind of limited on them. I don't even think Red Z10 has this guy, to be honest, so it's a little tough to find. Because the thing is, with Red Z10, he has rare figures, but when they sell, he's able to restock them so he can resell them. So this Red Z10 doesn't even have the Gelgoog cannon, which is worries me just a little. So that says something that I gotta get my Gelgoog cannon soon. But yeah, so now that review's done, I just want to do like a little quick update on this guy. So yesterday, I got to working on him. I was deciding whether I should keep the commander's antenna or not. As you can see, the commander's antenna is gone. It actually looks pretty cool. Actually, I'm looking at it and it doesn't look bad. It's different. We'll compare them. I'll get my other Zakus real quick to compare. But I was deciding whether or not I should get rid of the commander's antenna, because the commander's antenna was just sloping really bad. There was no way it was going to become straight again. It was just like this, all curved. It was just ugly to look at. Basically, it's like how my Char's second release Zaku looks like. The antenna was like that, but like 2 times worse, where it's just like hanging, and it could not go back. So I was really disappointed that the antenna was messed up. So I just decided to make it into a grunt unit, which I'll show you an example. Let's see here. Let's take this one out. We'll do some comparison on how it looks. So here is a regular desert camo Zaku with the commander's antenna, and he looks really cool with it. But when it happens where the commander's antenna, usually after over 10 years of these guys being on market and being in probably old toy boxes or something, that these things are going to get bent eventually. And that's what happened with this guy. And so what I decided to do was cut the antenna. And I actually left like a pretty cool mark. It's weird because under the antenna is like a brownish, but if you were to cut more, it would go back to a yellow. So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they did that, but it looks cool. So I kept it like that. And he looks awesome. Looks different, but looks good. I'm not sure. I might try to cut down to where the brown's not visible anymore, where the antenna used to be. But I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure. But I couldn't stand the antenna like that anymore. I'm like, honestly, the antenna just looks so ugly. I'm gonna just make it into a grunt unit, and that'll be that. So I got to working on him finally yesterday. today I'm gonna try finishing up cleaning some figures and hopefully try getting off the GM Cannon 2's torso, disassembled, so I can start cleaning him. And I have my little partial desk back to review. And I also need to clean the Zeus Gundam. I've had him for a while when I bought that lot with the Zaku 1. But I haven't got to cleaning him. And I was actually working on trying to fix the leg. And I semi-fixed it, but then I didn't. So the leg goes in a lot more. The problem is it doesn't stay in. And I kind of found out the reason why it doesn't stay in. Took me a while, you guys might know. But I'll show you just a quick drawing of what I did. Sorry, I just had to put this down. Fix the leg. So basically, let me get my piece of paper. Do I have a pen? Alright, so basically I think this is what happened. Or what I'm supposed to be doing. So here we go. Let me try to explain this. So this is, for instance, this is inside the leg. And let me do this get better. So what I'm drawing is to represent what's inside this mold of the leg. So basically what happens is you have like a line like a little space like this. And when the mold is correct, I believe it's supposed to be like this, where there's a little circle. So once you push it in through the mold, you reach this part where there's a circle, and then that's what makes the leg click in, so it's locked in and doesn't fall out. With my mold, it was kind of it was like that, but it just kept going, and there wasn't any circle to like lay the ball joint in. So to be honest, I don't even think it was drilled that far to where there is that. So when I would put the ball joint in, it would just go in, but there was no place for it to rest inside the little mold that was supposed to set the ball joint in. So basically what I ended up doing was getting the drill bit, made it bigger, so like there's more room, because I think it was kind of like, it's still a tight fit, but I didn't realize that I need to make a place for where the ball joint could lay. And you can see now it fits in a lot better, but if I do move it, it does come loose and it does fall off still, you see. So the next thing to do would to be fix it to where there's a place where the ball joint could rest in there, so it would actually click in. And I think that's what's wrong with the molds. When you get a bad mold for a leg, whether it's a Zaku 1, Zaku 2, and it just falls off, that's what happens, is that the mold, they drilled the hole, but they never made the little spot, which is right here, for the ball joint to go in. So let's say here's the ball joint, like that. It's supposed to go in, and if it's just like this, there's nowhere for the ball joint to actually stay in and to actually stay in the hole, so it can be articulated normally, just like this. See how this could be articulated normally? So right now there's it's resting inside a hole where the ball joint can rest. So I think that's the reason why these figures get that's why their molds, when they're messed up, that's what's wrong with them, is that there was never, either it wasn't big enough, or there was never a hole, like a circle inside the leg for the ball joint to rest in. So I think that's what the problem was, and I'll try to see if I could get that fixed, but in the meantime I don't really have any tools for that. I mean, I have a drill bit, but it wouldn't really work the way I would want it to, I would think, if I were to do that. So that was just a little heads up. But yeah, did some stuff to my Zaku 2. Looks very cool. I like it. Looks good as a grunt unit, and I hope to be doing some more reviews once I get these guys finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thanks everyone.